Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel, and welcome as well if this is your first visit here. We're Soulmates, Twin Flames Tarot, and today we are doing a timeless pick-a-stack tarot reading to see what your person, crush, or significant other really thinks of you. This reading is timeless, so from the time you view the reading, the predictions are good for the next 6 to 12 months. Also, I've put chapters in the description below, so you can choose the reading you have selected, but you're always welcome to view more than one reading, as there may be a message in one of them you need to hear. As you can see, there are 3 stacks with stones on top to choose from, and the first stack comes with the Lapis Lazuli star, which bonds relationships and aids in the expression of feelings and emotions. And the deck for this reading is the Gilded Tarot. Now the second stack is Tarot of the Divine and the Amethyst star. Now amethyst is a stone that represents faithful love along with calmness, patience, and peace. And the third stack is the Guardian of the Night Tarot and the Rose Quartz star, and this is the stone of universal love. It really restores trust and harmony in relationships, encouraging unconditional love, so it's a great stone for relationships. And it's actually a really good practice to put some rose quartz around your house, as it does help with matters of the heart. So this is going to be an 8-card tarot reading. And we will support this tarot reading with cards from 4 different oracle decks. The Angel Answers Oracle cards is the first one. The second oracle deck we'll use is the Sacred Earth Oracle, which is illustrated by one of our favorite artists, Helena Nelson Reed. The third oracle deck we're going to use is Whispers of Love, which comes with more messages from your angels. And the last oracle deck we're going to be using is the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle deck. These oracle cards can really bring greater clarification and information to your tarot reading. So these are the 3 options for the Pick-a-Stack tarot reading for what your person, crush, or significant other really thinks of you. Pick the stack you feel most drawn to, and if you feel drawn to more than one stack, then perhaps there's an extra message for you in that stack as well. Now, this reading may not resonate with everyone, or perhaps only part of it will resonate with you. Just take from it what speaks to your soul and release the rest to the universe. But also, perhaps, the parts that don't resonate right now will make sense later on. Also, we do welcome comments, and we enjoy reading and responding to them. So if you have a topic for future Pick-a-Stack readings, we'd love to hear your suggestions. Also, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, because we appreciate you all so much. Please also remember, as always, this reading is for entertainment purposes only, so take a moment to relax and release everything except what is happening in this moment. This time is for you. Okay, guys, see you in your reading. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to this reading for those who chose stack number 2, which is the Gilded Tarot and the Lapis Lazuli, which helps to bond relationships and aids in the expression of feelings and emotions. So take a few breaths and release everything that isn't serving you in this moment, because this is your time. While I shuffle the cards, please take a moment to focus on yourself and on your person. Quiet your mind and ask, think, or say out loud to yourself, what does my person, my crush, or my significant other think of me? You may also want to insert the name of your person, as this will make the reading more personalized for you. And if you need to pause the video for a moment to get centered and grounded, that's perfectly fine. Now remember, you and your person have free will, and nothing is ever set in stone, but we do hope this reading brings some clarity for you and your person. So the first card is the 5 of Pentacles. This card reveals your person may think your relationship is not what they wanted it to be or how it could be. This has caused them to have feelings of disappointment, sadness, and even a feeling of despair, because they think getting your relationship on the right track at this point may seem impossible or insurmountable. This could be because you and your person had recently broken up or had a fight and have not been getting along very well lately. Your person thinks that the communication between the two of you right now has not always been positive, which has made them withdraw a bit. Your person has a lot on their mind right now, as it looks as though there are some financial or career stresses, which is affecting how they deal with those around them, including you. Now, if you're single and your crush hasn't yet, and not involved with your crush yet, this could represent a focus on financial problems, career pressure, as a reason they haven't come forward yet. They have thoughts of loneliness and despair because the timing has not seemed right for them to come forward to make their intentions known to you. They may even seem a little bit off lately, not as friendly or flirtatious. It's not that they've lost interest, but they've something more pressing and dealing with, but you're still on their mind quite a bit. Now, the next card is the Page of Cups. This card is a great card for people in relationships and for people with a crush on someone who has not yet come forward. This card is all about revealing true thoughts and emotions. They know the two of you have a strong love connection and that you both share deeper feelings with each other. This means your person or crush has been thinking the time is coming to reveal their true feelings to you soon and to open up more and take the risk. Your crush may have been afraid to come forward due to fear of rejection, but this card indicates they've really thought about it and decided it was worth the risk. Any of you that are currently in a relationship should see a new openness with your person. They've thought about how they want to be closer to you, and to do that, they have to be more honest and open with you. Your person wants your communication to improve and for any misunderstandings to stop. They want to tell you everything that they think and feel and want you to do the same. Now, if you're broken up or taking a break, this card shows they think the two of you need a fresh start and to go back how it was in the beginning when you first met. This card really indicates your person or crush is thinking a lot about romance right now when it comes to you. Now, the next card is the Three of Wands, and it seems your person or crush is thinking about a future with you and what that will look like. If you're currently in a relationship, this card indicates taking things to the next level, which could be a commitment, engagement, marriage, or moving in together. It shows they have serious thoughts about you and your relationship long term. This card is also about momentum, so developments between you as a couple will start moving forward a bit quicker as your person knows what they want in their life, which is you. They'll be having a conversation with you in the coming weeks or months to reveal how they think your relationship should move forward, so listen to what they have to say, as it may really surprise you in a good way. The Page of Cups tells us they are truly aware of their love for you, and the Three of Wands shows us they're ready to put a plan of action into place in the near future. Now, if your crush hasn't come forward yet, this card shows they're not looking to casually date you, but have an intention and a purpose, which is to get to know you better and pursue a relationship, not just a casual fling. Your person thinks the two of you have a lot in common and that your goals should be able to be achieved together with each other's help and support. Now, the next card is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups reveals how your person thinks about you and thinks about how much they're attracted to you on more than one level. This card shows your person or your crush thinks you would be great together, and they have a lot of optimism about your relationship in the future. Even if you've had a breakup or hit a rough patch recently, your person has really thought about what they lost or could lose and how it would be hard, if not impossible, to replace you. Your person or crush thinks there's something about you that draws them to you, like a magnet, and it's a very powerful magnet. This could mean they think the two of you have a soul connection, like a twin flame or soulmate kind of connection. Your person thinks the two of you are great together and can accomplish amazing things, both as individuals and as a couple. You will continue to develop this deep connection in your relationship, and there's also a strong probability of marriage or long-term commitment with them. Now, if you're currently broken up or in separation, this shows they will come towards you as the connection is still so very strong, and they're trying to figure out the best time to reach out and see if you are still willing to work things out. And if you're single and your person hasn't made their intentions towards you known, this shows they're seriously considering what the two of you will be like as a couple. So the next card is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is about harmony, happiness, and contentment in a relationship. So your person really thinks the two of you can make it work long term. The Ten of Cups shows your person or your crush is thinking a lot about family. Now, this could be starting a family with you or introducing you to their family and close friends. This card really shows your person has been thinking you are the one for them, and this is not just a casual thing between the two of you. They think a lot about you in a daydreaming kind of way, what the future will be like for the two of you, and they may even have wondered what your kids will be like. Your person at this time thinks you are in balance as a couple and highly compatible when it comes to your connection. They find contentment when the two of you spend time together and want to take steps to ensure that you can spend more quality time together. If you've had any problems or rough patches in the past in this relationship, this card shows they're aware that you are both stronger now, both as a couple and individuals, as you work through those rough patches with communication and compromise. And let's face it, having this card, the Ten of Cups, come after the Two of Cups really shows your person thinks very highly of you and thinks that you'd make a great life partner, and will soon put in plans to make that happen. Now, the next card is the Fool. So far, this has really been a fantastic bunch of cards. And this one is another great card because it shows your person has been thinking of a cool way to surprise you in a very positive way. This could be taking you somewhere special, like to a nice restaurant that you've wanted to try, or a concert they know you would like, or maybe even proposing. They are thinking about the best thing to do and putting a lot of thought into it. Now, if your crush has not made a move yet, this card indicates that they're ready to move forward and get your journey together on track. They have more confidence these days and are building up to ask you out because they are ready to take the risk. Now, the Fool Tarot card is the very first of the major arcana and comes with the number 0, which has limitless potential. So this indicates your person thinks there is strong potential for long-lasting love with you, and they are very optimistic about where this relationship can lead. The Fool also tells us that life's an adventure waiting to be explored, and your person thinks about the many adventures the two of you will share together. They spend a lot of time thinking about a long-term relationship with you, and if there has been any hesitation on their part in the past, they are now ready to take the leap of faith. So the next card is the King of Wands, and this card symbolizes daring decisions, boldness, and optimism. Now, throughout this reading, we've seen your person giving a lot of thought to you and your relationship, and know this is something they want. Now, look at the card closely, and yes, we do see the King of Wands on his throne, but look beyond that at the 2 columns on each side of the throne that have fire coming from the top. The symbolism here is so clear. So it's very probable that your person thinks you are twin flames. They clearly see the amount of time, effort, and attention you contribute to your partnership. And if they've been remiss or not giving you as much attention, all of that is about to change. If you and your person are in a relationship, this card is very positive because they have thought about how much they love you, and in a different way than they've ever loved anyone before. They think about how they need to be more patient with you and kinder in the way they sometimes speak to you. They've thought about how sometimes their temper may get the better of them, and they're making a point to do better in the future. They want to spend more time with you, especially quality time, as you may not have had too much of that lately. They think you both deserve a break from everyone and everything and need to spend time together just enjoying each other's company. Now, the Page of Wands is the last card for this reading, and it shows how much your person is very happy. They found the one they want to spend the rest of their life with, and they're very excited about the future. The Page of Wands tells us your person thinks you're very attractive, and they are very attracted to you. They know you have a spark for new adventures and really love that about you. They're really excited to have you in their life and have been thinking how this relationship will move forward. Your person thinks about your journey thus far together, and while there have been some twists and turns along the way, perhaps, they find those twists and turns very exciting because they think you are exciting. Now, your person has possibly been thinking about your spiritual path together, and if they have resisted their own spiritual growth, they're now ready to embrace it. The Page of Wands speaks of possibilities when it comes to love, and your person thinks the possibilities with you by their side are endless. Now, if you and your person have broken up or taking a break, it seems they've come to a decision that the two of you can make it work this time and give it another chance. So now we're going to move on to the oracle cards that we have set aside for this reading. And the first oracle card is from the Sacred Earth Oracle, and the card is Perception. Perception is the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the senses. So this card is telling you and your person to listen and observe and to trust your perceptions and interpretations about each other, which it really looks like you're both doing anyway. This card encourages you to both find a quiet place, preferably in nature, where you can relax and refresh your perceptions of each other. So the next oracle card is from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck, and it's number 40. Be in the present and dream of the future. Well, when we dream, everything is possible. This card tells your person doesn't want to dwell in the past, although past relationships have shaped who they are today. Now, throughout this reading, with the tarot cards, we've seen your person thinking about how your relationship will evolve in the future. They want to set goals, dream big with you, and create a loving future. The stars on this card are telling you to shine and create your dreams together, because together you'll be able to manifest those dreams. Now, the next oracle card is from the Angel Answers Oracle deck, and it says, no need to worry. So any worries or concerns regarding this question about how your person really thinks about you are unnecessary. Your angels have the situation well in hand, and everything is going to turn out perfectly. The last oracle card is from the Sacred Geometry Activations deck, and the writing on this card says, the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. Now, this empowerment really refers to things that make us strong on the inside, such as wisdom, balance, flexibility, courage. Our true power is deeply rooted in our knowledge of who we are. And when we are clear about who we are, we find clarity about everything else. And it seems through this reading that your person has true clarity about you and where they want to take this relationship. So to sum this up, this reading, it tells us your person is very happy and excited that you're part of their life, and they want to plan a future with you. They're very attracted to you, and not just physically, but mentally. emotionally and spiritually as well. It's quite possible, as we saw in several of the cards, that your person or crush thinks you're soulmates or twin flames. They want to create a more loving, balanced relationship with you and want to spend some quality time together. They see you in their life long term and are thinking about commitment, marriage, or moving in together. And they really know that you are the one for them, and the angels tell you there is no need to worry. Very soon, the two of you will start making plans for your future. We hope we were able to give some insight into this reading for you today about what your person, crush, or significant other really thinks about you. Please remember, all readings are for entertainment purposes only, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch our channel. And as always, we appreciate all of your comments, and we do read and we respond to them. So please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot, or the shortcut is at Soulmates Twin Flames. We appreciate you all so very much. Have a great day, everyone. Now we'll move on to reading number 2. So I'll see you over there. Hi, everyone. Welcome and welcome back. This is the reading for those who chose stack number 2, which is the Tarot of the Divine and the Amethyst Star. The stone represents faithful love, along with calmness, patience, and peace. So take a few moments and release everything that isn't serving you right now. This is your time. And while I shuffle the cards, please take a moment to focus on yourself and on your person. Quiet your mind and ask, think, or say out loud to yourself, what does my person, my crush, or my significant other think of me? You may also want to insert their name, as it'll make it more personalized for you. And please remember that you and your person have free will, and nothing is ever set in stone, but we do hope this reading brings some clarity for you concerning your person's thoughts and what they really think of you. So the first card for this reading is the Two of Wands, and this is Janus from Roman mythology. And Janus is the god of doorways and transition, who can look to the past and the future to make the right decisions. If things have been a little stuck between you and your person or crush, they're looking to the past and think their fears are perhaps insecurities were created in past relationships, and are thinking about different steps they can take to release those once and for all. They think these issues have been holding them back from taking your relationship to the next level, and they're ready to release them for good. This card also tells us your person has been really thinking about some adjustments they need to make in your relationship. Now, that could be working less so they can see you more, or moving in together, or anything that takes your relationship to the next level. They want to share their thoughts about this with you so you can talk about your future and make some plans together. They think that this will bring you closer together. The Two of Wands shows your person realizes how much they want you to be part of their long-term goals, and they think it's time to move forward and take some risks when it comes to you. Now, since wands are fire, it's not just about talking about those plans, but also taking those words and putting them into action. So remember, you don't just talk the talk, but you also have to walk the walk. Now, the next card is the sun, and the image on this card is Ra, the sun god, an Egyptian deity. The sun is about success, confidence, and optimism for what lies ahead. So this is a very positive card of happiness and stability. This shows that your person or your crush thinks you brighten up a room and you radiate warmth like the sun. They think you bring out the best in them as you shine positive energy on your relationship, but also onto your person. They think more positively about their life from the support and encouragement you give them. So they do think you're a ray of sunshine in their world. They think your relationship is fulfilling, and not just from an attraction perspective. They are very attracted to you, and that goes without saying. They think you're both on the same page and similar in so many ways. They think you connect mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and they think that this is a very deep connection. They think about how much they're drawn to you and how strong their romantic feelings are towards you. They've not experienced this kind of love before and think there's something truly special and significant about you being in their life right now. This card also indicates you're the perfect match for them and they want to consider taking it long term. So perhaps in the near future, they will discuss commitment with you. Now, the next card is the Six of Pentacles. The image on this card is from Alaska and is an Intuit fable, the woman who was kind to insects. And so this card represents kindness and generosity to those less fortunate. The woman understands the need to put positive energy into the world to receive it back, which is good karma. Your person or crush thinks you're a very kind and generous person and appreciates all you do for them or have done for them in the past. They think you're a huge blessing in their life. The Six of Coins is a card of giving and receiving. Sometimes one gives more and the other receives. And, your person is aware of that and knows it's important to have balance in the giving and receiving. Perhaps they've not been as giving to you, either in the past or even now, and think it's time they do more for you to show you how much they appreciate having you in their life. They think you have given them so much support and encouragement and want to be more supportive of you. Sometimes they think you're the only one who's really there for them and the only one who truly understands them. Your person thinks you are someone they can count on, and if they ever need anything, you will be there for them, being supportive. And they think that they need to show you the same support. So you will see that happening in the future if you're not already. So the next card is the Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles. Now the image on this card is Condor's wife, and it comes from Peru. Now this card can have both positive and negative meanings, so let's go over the negative ones first. This card shows your person is thinking about jealousy and insecurity. Now this could be your person feels jealous and insecure about you, or that they have experienced your jealousy or insecurity towards them. Either way, they think it's a problem and something that needs to be dealt with. They don't want to lose you, so them feeling a bit jealous or insecure isn't necessarily a bad thing, and the same holds true for you. If you're not currently in a relationship with someone or your person, and they've had jealous and insecure thoughts about you, such as wondering who you may be spending your time with, or if you're interested in someone else, or that maybe they are more into you than you are into them. Now, since this card comes after three very strong cards, it doesn't look like your person thinks this is an issue to make or break your relationship. It's more like an issue to be resolved, just so neither of you have to deal with being jealous or insecure, so there's really no good reason to. Now, on the flip side, this card also means your person thinks you have what it takes to build a strong foundation for your relationship, and that you're very protective of them. The next card is the Seven of Wands. The image on this card is John Henry, and it comes from an American folktale. This card represents endurance, courage, and perseverance. Your person thinks you are someone who really stands up for what you believe in, and that you will push through to the bitter end and against all odds for what is just and right. Your person thinks you have a lot of courage and truly are an inspiration to them as well as to others in your life. They know you don't give up easily and appreciate you didn't give up on them, especially if you went through some difficult times at some point in the relationship. They think any boundaries you set with them were necessary, and although it may have been difficult for them at the time, and they may have rebelled, they think it was the right thing to do because it made your relationship stronger. They also think you give them support when they're going through difficult times by encouraging them to push through their adversities, and they are so very grateful for that. Now, this card also shows your partner may think an outside influence is affecting your relationship. This could be friends, family members, exes, or whoever interfering, or a job that's getting in the way of you seeing each other. They think this relationship with you is worth fighting for, and they think you both have the courage and strength to challenge any obstacles that could possibly be standing in your way. Now the next card is the Page of Pentacles, and the image on this card, or the Page of Coins, the image on this card is from Sweden, and it's called Biaviniata. The Page of Pentacles represents loyalty, positivity, and practicality. Well, throughout this reading, we've talked about how your person thinks you're a very positive force in their life, so this card further supports their thoughts on that. They also think you're very loyal to them, and so they think that they can trust you with all aspects of whatever is happening in their life. So this card really negates any thoughts of jealousy the Four of Pentacles brought out. Your loyalty to them means a lot. People have not always been loyal to them in the past, and they're very grateful that you are. They think you're very practical, which balances them out and keeps them in check from making frivolous decisions. They may not always agree with you at the time, but you always prove them right. This card also shows they think you have a good sense of humor and that you're fun to be with, and that you like to shake things up a bit from time to time and do things that are a bit more adventurous, whether it's learning something new together or spicing things up here or there. And this brings excitement back into the relationship, and they love how it creates renewed passion and romance between you. Well, the next card is the Seven of Cups, and it's obvious that this image on the card is Aladdin looking at 7 lanterns instead of 7 cups. And the Seven of Cups is often a card about making decisions, so it indicates one or both of you will have to make some decisions in the near future, possibly about career, living situation, or family. And the previous card tells us your person thinks you keep them grounded. And that is extremely helpful, especially when such important decisions are coming up. They think if you bounce your ideas and thoughts off each other, you will both make the right choices. And they think that this is great to have a sounding board for important issues. Now, considering how positive the cards are for this reading, it's quite probable your person is thinking about taking this relationship to the next level, whether that be commitment, proposal, or moving in together. Your person may not make this decision quickly, although they think they have all the different pieces they need in their head to make that decision. But they think these type of decisions must be thought through carefully. And since the Seven of Cups is also a little bit of procrastination, it will take them a bit of time to come to that. This card's also about dreams and illusions. So your person could be thinking about you quite a bit during the daytime hours, daydreaming about your relationship and the potential that's there. And you may be picking up on that through your connection. And they could also be dreaming of you at night. And those dreams are filled with images of what your future looks like. And you could be picking that up again from them. The last card for this reading is the King of Wands, and the image on this card is the Phoenix, and the Phoenix spans many different cultures, but it all means the same thing: rebirth, strength, and loyalty. The King of Wands is also a very spiritual card, and it's very possible your person thinks you share past lives. It certainly seems that way to them because of what you both experienced when you first met each other. And past lives are also an indication of a soulmate or twin flame connection. This card shows your person thinks you have high energy and can bring them up when they're feeling down. They think you like to take charge sometimes, and they're absolutely fine with that. They think you're generous with your time and resources, sometimes to a fault. They think, they worry that you may burn out or get taken advantage of. They think the two of you love each other very deeply. And even if you have an argument here or there, there's so much about you in the relationship that is just so good. So your person also thinks you're a very strong, loving person, and they think a future with you is the right one for them. Your inner strength and wisdom are something they think are important aspects for someone they want a future with. The King of Wands is a very fiery, passionate energy, so things will be heating up between the two of you very soon, if they haven't already. And now we're going to move on to the oracle cards that we've pulled for this reading. And the first one is from the Sacred Earth Oracle. This card is expectation. So what this card says is it's time to confront your ideas about a situation or a relationship. Poke it, dare it, and test those expectations. If it is real, it will remain. So this is also saying you can expect more from your person and your relationship than what you've experienced before or what you're experiencing now. Better days are ahead, and great happiness is coming with that. So the next oracle card is from the Whispers of Love oracle deck, and this card says, the heart of the matter. And there is more going on than meets the eye. This card asks you to take a moment to get to the genuine issues of this situation, because the truth of what is going on lies at the heart of it. And a beautiful angel watches over a sleeping child who is having colorful dreams. This card shows you there is a higher power working on your behalf in regards to your connection with this person. You are watched over. Well, you both are. And you're both loved. And the next oracle card is from the Angel Answers oracle deck, and it says communicate clearly. This card asks that you both communicate clearly with each other. Communication is one of the most important parts of any relationship, and from the great cards that we have for this reading, this shows your person thinks that you communicate very well with one another. The final oracle card for this reading is from the Sacred Geometry deck, and it's number 31, Magic. The frequency of magic supports our ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and big and wonderful as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief that they manifest. Magic helps us believe that anything is possible. This card tells us your person thinks you bring a lot of magic into their life, and that together you truly are a magical couple. So to sum up this reading of what your person, crush, or significant other really thinks of you, it's clear they hold you in high regard. They think you're truly something and someone special in their life, and they're very grateful you are walking this path with them. They think you are a blessing, and they can clearly see a future with you. Loyalty, or the question of loyalty, came up a lot during this reading, and it's interesting the stone for this reading is Amethyst, which represents faithful love. And while we briefly touched on the possibility of jealousy with the Four of Pentacles, or the Four of Coins, the other cards show us that this is not going to be an issue between you. You help keep your person grounded and focused, and offer support when they need to make decisions that affect your lives together. They're very attracted to you, and they think you have a strong connection that is truly magical in many ways. And it's quite possible they think you are soulmates or twin flames. Your person does think you would make a perfect long-term partner, and will be taking steps soon to have some discussions with you about where they want your relationship to go. Thanks so much, guys, for watching this and listening to the reading number 2. We'd really appreciate it if you take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We do read all of our comments, and we do respond to them. So we appreciate anything that you want to share with us about what you want to see in future pick-a card readings. And with that, I'll say goodbye, and I'm going to be moving on to reading number 3. So I will see you over there shortly. Have a great day. Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back. This is the reading for those who chose stack number 3, which is the Guardian of the Night Tarot and the Rose Quartz. And as I said earlier, Rose Quartz is the stone of universal love, and it restores trust and harmony in relationships and encourages unconditional love. So take a few deep breaths and release everything that isn't serving you in this moment. While I shuffle the cards, please take a moment to focus on yourself and on your person. Quiet your mind and ask, think, or say out loud to yourself, what does my person, my crush, my significant other really think of me? Or you may want to insert their name, as this will make the reading more personalized for you. Also, please remember that you and your person have free will and nothing is ever set in stone, but we hope this reading brings some clarity for you. So the first card is the Nine of Pentacles. The image on this card is the bear. And in this deck, it represents rest, renewal, and guidance. This card tells us your person thinks you are confident, independent, and self-sufficient. They also think you have a very stable and secure relationship, and one they think is very safe for them, and that they can trust the love they have for you, and they trust the love you have for them. They also think you don't have over-the-top emotional outbursts, which can evolve into heated discussions. And while there may be a little tiff or spat here or there, they think your level-headedness brings balance back quickly. They think with both of you working together, you can achieve great things. It also shows that they've been thinking about the life and home you will create together. They think you have great style and creative ideas. They think there's a healthy mix of independence and love between you, and this card also creates an energy that supports some self-care and relaxation. So your person may think now would be a great time for the two of you to share a little time out. They think that this would be a great way to renew and even deepen your connection with each other. And after much hard work, as the Nine of Pentacles tells us, taking a little time away or breakaway couple of days would be great for you. The next card is Strength. And the image on this card is the snake, which refers to change, growth, intuition, and being flexible, and also the mouse, who is expressive and playful. Getting the Strength card indicates your person thinks you have a strong connection, and they think this connection is very different than any they've ever had before. In a good way, actually in a great way. They think you understand and just get them better than anyone ever has. Your person thinks you are patient and compassionate, and they see great inner strength in you. And they're grateful for all the help and support you give them, and think your flexibility in handling situations and being able to reach compromises with them is a wonderful thing. They think you're honest and will tell it like it is with them, and you don't hold back when you need to. Your person thinks it's weird, but not in a bad way, how you seem to know them so well, and sometimes it's like, you say exactly what they're thinking at that moment. They think you also seem to intuitively know how they are feeling. Now, the Strength card is also about passion. And they think you have a very passionate relationship, which is important to them. The next card is the Page of Wands. And the image on this card is the bowerbird, and it represents creativity, passion, confidence, and enthusiasm. This card tells us your person thinks you're very creative and have a lot of self-confidence. They think your relationship has limitless potential. And they also think this is the relationship they want and need in their life. They truly think you are the one for them. And it shows how happy they are that they found the one they want to spend the rest of their life with, and they're excited about the future. Your person really thinks they're ready to commit to this relationship, and while it may not be right away, they do very much want to walk this path with you and want to see where this relationship will go. They think there are so many possibilities when it comes to your love connection. Now, if you and your person have broken up, or if you're taking a break from each other, it seems that they've come to a decision that the two of you can make it work this time, and that you both deserve another chance. Now, if you're single, this card shows your crush has been thinking a lot about you and how they've been attracted to you for so long. and how they want to make their daydreams about you now become a reality. So they will start taking steps towards you as the coming months unfold. Now the next card is the Ace of Swords, and the image on this card is a bat who is intuitive and quiet, and this card is also about breakthroughs and mental clarity. While your person or crush has a lot of mental clarity about you, that's for sure. They think there are so many possibilities that come with a relationship with you. They really respect how smart you are and feel you bring a lot to the table in your relationship. They think you pay a lot of attention to detail, which is something they may lack. The Ace of Swords is also the sword of truth. So your person thinks you're honest, and honesty is just important to them in a relationship as trust. And since the Ace of Swords is also about intuition, just like the Strength card earlier, your person thinks you share a mental connection with each other, where you experience telepathy and you're able to think the same thoughts and share ideas without speaking. Swords are cards of thought and communication. So now is the time for you to both express where you want this relationship to go in the future. And your person thinks that the time is upon them to have that conversation with you. Now, if you've been separated by either a breakup or some other reason, a very important conversation is coming up, and you'll be able to discuss your problems and issues and not just sweep them under the rug. This will build a stronger relationship for you long term. The next card is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the image on this card is a barracuda. No, your person does not think you're a barracuda, but the energy of the barracuda is patient and focused. This means your person thinks you're smart. You can cut through the clutter in your communication with each other. They think you're able to understand them and what their needs are very quickly. They also think you're patient with them. Although you may not feel patient yourself, they think you are, which is actually better. Your person also thinks you're quick-witted and enjoy the countless hours of laughter you share, because being able to laugh together is something that's very important to them when it comes to relationships. Now, this card can also have some slightly negative connotations, as it can indicate difficulties committing to a relationship due to fears of emotional vulnerability. So your person thinks perhaps you or themselves or both of you may not be all in when it comes to your relationship, but the other cards indicate you're both willing to take on the challenge and make the changes that need to happen to solidify your relationship moving forward. Well, that's interesting. The next card is the Queen of Swords, and this is the owl. And of course, the owl represents wisdom, protection, and awareness. This means your person thinks you're wise and a good intellectual match for them, which supports what we've seen in the previous two cards. They also think you're very protective of them, and they're very protective of you, while you both actually are protective of each other. Your person doesn't just let anyone get to know who they really are. They have to let you in, but they think they're safe with you, seeing their authentic self. They think the guidance support you give them when they're having issues with work or other areas of their life gives them what they need to see things clearly and find the right path. Now, if you're wondering why your crush has not yet made a move, this card indicates they're a little bit intimidated by you. They think you have very high standards for yourself and others, and know that getting and keeping your attention requires effort. They don't think you are high maintenance, just that you prefer quality over quantity. They've been thinking that they're going to have to make some adjustments in their behavior to make a relationship between the two of you work out. Now, the next card is the Ten of Wands, and this card is a salmon who represents purpose, determination, and renewal. Many times this card can speak to us of challenges or obstacles that we're dealing with, But it also reveals having the fortitude to overcome any struggles that come our way. Your person thinks your determination and inner strength means that you can overcome many of the challenges life throws at you. Now, this card also tells us your person has had a lot on their mind lately. They've been thinking, actually worrying about other aspects of their life, like work, health, finances, and so on. And it's been hard for them to focus on thinking about you. Romance has not been at the forefront of their thoughts, and they've been thinking about how they need to change that. Now, they haven't told you perhaps how stressed out they are, and so they think they should open up to you a bit more about that. Now, the Ten of Wands is a lot of fire, and fire is all about energy. So your person thinks you have a great connection, not just a physical one, but one where you're connecting very well emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually as well. So they see the soul connection between the two of you. Now, the last card for this reading is the moon. And the image on this card is the coyote, who is creative and able to adapt to any situation. The moon tarot card is also about intuition, again with the intuition, and the subconscious mind. Now, the moon tells us your person may think your emotions might be confusing at this time. And they think you both have had some misunderstandings. They think, more like worry that your relationship dynamic needs to get on the right track. They sometimes think they are unworthy of love and can be a bit insecure in your relationship. Your person's emotions are a bit all over the place these days, and they think it's affecting their behavior towards you, and they want to do better in the future. Now, they also think you have the ability to overcome whatever obstacles might be blocking your emotions. The moon also represents intuition, so again, they think you have a strong intuitive connection to each other, which allows you to give them great advice and guidance, which they're truly grateful for. The moon also represents the cycles of the moon. So your person may think that a month from now, from the time that you actually viewed this reading, will be the perfect time to have a discussion with you about where they think your relationship should go. And that's supported by all those sword cards we saw earlier in the reading. Now, we also have the oracle cards, and we'll move on to the oracle cards. And the first oracle card is from the Sacred Earth deck, and it says clarity. This card tells us your person has a lot of mental clarity about you and what they envision for your relationship. And if there was any confusion on their part before or in the past, it certainly isn't there now. They're very aware of your deep connection, and they find a lot of strength and wisdom in your relationship. They think your communication with each other is clear for the most part, and that you both work to resolve any misunderstandings or any miscommunications as they happen between the two of you. Now, the second oracle card is from the Whispers of Love deck, and it says, spend quality time together. And then underneath that, it says, listen and talk to each other. Now, several times in this reading, we've seen that it's important for you to communicate with each other because it truly is the foundation of a solid relationship. This card also says to make some time to spend quality time with each other. So now is the perfect time to get away, just like the Nine of Pentacles said, to get away and enjoy your connection. The next card is from the Angel Answers deck, and it says within the next few months. So this tells us that within the next few months, what you are asking about will happen. And I mean the next few months from when you view this video. Your angels ask you to keep the faith while all the pieces of the puzzle come together and the situation will resolve beautifully. So things are starting to move and there's a forward momentum. The last oracle card is from the Sacred Geometry, and it's Sacred Geometry Activations deck, and it says transition. So transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence in our lives. Now, throughout this reading, we've seen that your person really thinks about the positive changes they want to make in your relationship. And they've been giving a lot of thought for quite some time now. And they have mental clarity and emotional clarity as well, I might add. And will be making some positive changes that will deepen your connection and deepen your relationship. So, to sum up this reading, we can say your person, your crush, significant other thinks you're very confident and independent, and that you have a lot of inner strength and wisdom that you share with them. They trust you and think you allow them to be your authentic self. They think you're very passionate about them as well as other things in your life, and they would like to take some time away together to renew that passion and deepen your love connection. Now, at times they think perhaps, you can be a little emotionally distant with them, and they can with you. But they also think you both have the ability to overcome whatever obstacles that try to stand in the way of your relationship moving forward. They think you're both willing to make necessary changes, and they think a long-term relationship with you is one that would be filled with laughter and filled with love and adventure, and we'll have conversations with you about that in the coming months. So we hope you were able to get some insight from this reading for what your person, crush, or significant other really thinks about you. But please remember, all readings are for entertainment purposes only. Now, thank you so very much for taking the time to watch our channel. And as always, we appreciate all of your comments, and we do read them and we do respond to every single one of them. So please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, which is Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot. And the shortcut for that is @Soulmates Twin Flames. We appreciate you all so very much. So we'll say goodbye for now. Have a great day, everyone, and see you in the next readings.